Police Minister Bheki Cele has promised the community of Soshanguve, north of Pretoria, that they will soon make an arrest in the brutal murder of 17-year-old matric pupil Palesa Malatji. Malatji was raped and killed on her way back from school last week. 10 people of interest were interviewed by police. Cele was addressing mourners at the funeral service of the 17-year-old teenager. Gauteng Department of Education spokesperson Steve Mabona now joining us. Mr. Mabona, I'm sure it's difficult to think of what to say with another young life, a learner taken.
Yes, indeed, Francis, it's quite devastating that we experienced another, death in our environment. Hence, we have decided that safety has been reprioritized. It's a priority number 3 when you look at our priorities. So we have reprioritized it, and we'll be doing a lot when coming to safety of our learners, not only in Soshanguve, but in all, schools across Gauteng.
Is there an understanding that it's not only school safety doesn't only relate to safety on the school premises, because we hear this time and time again when girls particularly are targeted in school uniform on their way to school or home from school?
Yes, and we are actually encouraged that the community safety will be unleashing, another crop of crime prevention wardens tomorrow. They are parading, and we are hopeful that as Department of Education will benefit from the additional, crime prevention wardens that will be unleashed tomorrow. So we are hopeful that they will be, sent to some of the areas that we have identified as risk areas. I mean, we have about 275 schools which we have classified as high-risk schools. So we are quite hopeful that they will assist us to go to those schools, do what we call search and seizure, do patrols, make sure that learners that are identified as potentially will be gangsters who are perpetuating gangsterism, we take them through the prison visits, just to expose them to the life of prisons, to see on what is really happening there. So we have a program that is, targeting school safety for the entire month.
All right, so these are the wardens that were announced by the Premier Panyaza Lesufi. We were told earlier that some would be at schools. How many have been on the ground around schools, and have they actually intervened to prevent any crime?
No, they've been working very closely with the CPFs, because you'll understand that in the community safety environment, they need to work with the police, the CPF, and the what committees. So they've been alleged in certain areas. That's why we are saying we're hopeful that the ones that are going to be parading tomorrow, to a certain extent, as Ekuruleni will also, benefit. Looking at Sidibeng, areas like Orange Farm, we have challenges there. We're hopeful that will also benefit, from those wardens. But like as I've indicated, that
sure, we've run out of time. So yes or no, please. Are those wardens being vetted because they will work near children? Yes,
I mean, they're vetted, they have been trained, and they will continue being trained on other aspects of crime prevention.
All right, thank you very much. That was Gauteng Department of Education spokesperson Steve Mabona.